The U.S. Supreme Court could make a decision that changes the way cities treat unhoused people.
A town in Oregon gives criminal penalties to unhoused people who camp in public, even if they have no place to go. Well, the U.S. Supreme Court now is deciding whether that is unconstitutional.
Denver 7 reporter and attorney Jessica Crawford breaks down the case and how it could impact people in the Denver metro.
Justice Elena Kagan framed the issue like this. For a homeless person who has no place to go, sleeping in public is kind of like breathing in public. Liberal and conservative justices both picked up on the complexity of homelessness. It's one issue we are very familiar with here in the Denver metro.
Not a crime! Not a crime!
An upcoming Supreme Court decision could change the way local cities handle homelessness.
We're out here on the street trying to survive. When the rent gets so high to where people can't pay it, what else are they supposed to do?
Jerry Burden, an advocate for the unhoused community, was one of several people protesting at the state capitol Monday afternoon. House Keys Action Network Denver, one of several groups across the country, bringing attention to the Supreme Court case, City of Grants Pass, Oregon versus Johnson. The issue of the case? Is it cruel and unusual punishment when Grant Pass gives criminal penalties like arrests and fines to people who are camping out in public with no other place to go?
The argument that is being run is that they have literally no choice. There is no way for them to avoid sleeping outside.
DU Durham College of Law professor Ian Farrell says the outcome of the case could impact Denver and other local cities with similar ordinances. In Denver, in certain circumstances, officers can arrest a person camping in a public space or give them a citation. If the Supreme Court rules against the Grant Pass, Oregon camping ban, Denver may have to change its rules, something Burden and the people protesting with him hope to see.
We don't have enough shelters. We don't have enough hotels. So what's the best thing to do? You have to put up a tent.
I reached out to the city of Denver to ask what it would do if the Supreme Court finds that camping bans like theirs are unconstitutional. It sent me this message in part saying, regardless of the outcome of this case, Denver will continue to work around the clock to connect as many people as possible to safe and stable housing. In the studio, I'm Jessica Crawford, Denver 7.